Hello, welcome to my first Sims 4 build. This is a bit nerve-wracking. I kind of wasn't sure what format I wanted to make the video in. Like, I wasn't sure if I even wanted to do a voiceover because I'm not a very talkative person. But, you know, I figured maybe I'll try to do the narration while the video's running, and if there's nothing to say, then I'll just let the video run silently. But yeah, right now in the video I'm working on the floor plan. The way I build is I do the floor plan first and figure out how the house exterior looks after the fact. And here on the second floor, I had in mind that I wanted to put 2 bedrooms near each other, but it left so much hallway space, and I am trying to figure out what I'm doing. So I think I figured out that, you know, the bedrooms don't have to be perfectly square or perfectly rectangular. And I'm making the huge walk-in closet and master bath. No, doing doors. I think this is probably the first time I designed the house and tried to build it in some kind of order. Like, usually I do the floor plan and then I decorate the room, and this time I tried to do the floor plan all at once, do the doors all at once, do the roof all at the same time. But yeah, I'm not the best at doing roofs, and you can see in the video that I'm trying really hard to make something look at least sort of visually appealing. It's always difficult to make the roof lines look like how a house would really have a roof look. But I guess what I tried to do here was connect the roofs so that it looks more seamless. Still working on the roof. Ooh, adding the windows now. I'm kind of a window freak. Like, I put windows everywhere. Like, to the point where, like, a lot of the houses I'll build, I'll put windows in, like, the bathroom, and my boyfriend will, like, laugh at me because the sim will have, like, 0 privacy because I make the whole bathroom glass, basically. But I like to give trouble to my Sims. Like, I don't even think, you know, they're programmed to care, but I always thought it was funny for them to, like, be sort of exhibitionist. Take a bath or use the toilet in front of a huge window. In fact, maybe I'll make a house made entirely of windows. Windows and glass doors. That should be fun. Yeah, I put the sort of plain modern windows over there and I didn't like how that looked. And then these windows here, because of that short roof line, it was really hard to find something that would work. I found the windows with the shutters. I ended up changing those too though. Oh, here it is. Windows in the garage. And here I was having some issues. I don't know if it's because I had the cheats on, but it wouldn't sit on the roof, the chimney. And I kind of missed I think from The Sims 3, like you could put a chimney out and it would actually put the brick down the side of the house. Like I missed that. I kind of wish they had that in this game. If they do, please tell me because I don't know about it. Trying to fix the exterior here. Oh, I missed a spot. Putting all white walls in the house and wood floors just to have something in there. Now I'm trying to work on the garage, which, you know, I never normally put that in there. Only in The Sims 3 because we actually had car spaces or parking spaces to put our cars, and I don't even know how big a garage should be in this game because I really have a horrible sense of scale. So you'll see later, like when I put the car in there, I try to enlarge it so that it's to proper scale, but even when I was done, I don't know if it's correct. Now I'm doing the exterior landscaping, and even when I like finish this part, like I'm not ever completely done. I have I'm always in like touching up stuff later on, and or I'll change my mind. And you know, I'm kind of like, you know, George Lucas. If I have the chance, then I'm always gonna go back and revise what I do. I'll make new Sims build videos of the same house, and I'll call them special editions or something. Knocking George Lucas. I'm a big Star Wars fan though, but the original trilogy is king. Put the lights in the house. Oh yeah, I moved the garage because I couldn't stand that the roof line wasn't centered between the two windows. And then I thought I would move this out, and then I thought maybe it was too big, so I moved everything back. Now I'm gonna put some plant life in there. You know, it's like, why am I even doing these build videos? Because I'm not confident about landscaping either. I just really like building houses. I love building the floor plans. I don't even particularly care for decorating the houses, so you know, I thought maybe I'll just do like empty houses, upload them to the gallery, and then maybe have people download it, decorate it, and tag me back, and then maybe I can show what people did with my floor plans. I thought that would be fun, but I don't know if there would be interest. I just would prefer building the house versus decorating. But I still like I would probably want to do the layout of the kitchen though, but I will refrain from doing that if people want to build their own kitchens. And there's my favorite tree. I always use the same trees. I use that tree and the American birch, I believe. Filling up the holes. Ooh, lights. I'm not like architectural, so I don't know architectural styles. I have no clue what kind of house this is. I just like building them. But I put, I'm pretty sure that what I do is not really in any particular style anyway, because I'm not educated in that way. Put the light up at the top. Watching this back, I always see like these little parts that I forgot to, or I missed a spot on the wall, or I forgot to fill in floor somewhere, so hopefully I get to them all. I know I went back later and fixed them. But am I getting to the decorating yet? Huh, I was having issues with my mouse where I was doing edge scrolling, and for some reason the mouse just wasn't working. So I was scrolling and moving the camera all over the place, so my apologies if it bothers you. I was just having issues. I wanted to put like a round brick thing around the tree, but I didn't know how to do it. So just put a dirt patch and call that a day. I actually do end up fixing it later though. I go back and do more, a little more landscaping and a little more enclosing the property with walls. Straightening up windows and lights. What am I up to? Oh, here's a kitchen. I'm like super particular about kitchens, and I just would rather have a sink by the window. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but I'm not one for like island sinks and peninsula sinks. Only because I'm not a neat person, so if you have this beautiful island and you put like a nice big dish rack there with all the dishes, like that's just not nice looking to me. But that's normal living for me, so it's like, how would you make the island look nice without a dish rack, unless you just only use the dishwasher, which I don't have that luxury. It's a little breakfast nook. And that little door with the glass, that's supposed to be like a pantry. Dining room. And I always have problems with the sizes of the rugs too. It's probably why decorating is not my forte. But I do watch a lot of HGTV, and they always would put like those feature walls with wood. So I was like, oh, I'll copy that. It's probably like super dated by now, but I'll do it anyway. I mean, I love built-ins. Kind of a built-in freak. Hard to align everything though, but because I had already like set the windows where I didn't want to change them after the fact, so I left them where they were and I had to work around them, which made it really hard for me. But that's why I love windows. Like, I love having like a formal sitting area with windows all around. I think this would be like a dream home for me. The layout is really like how I would lay out a house. Formal, entertaining on one side, and then, you know, like put the family room and the stairs to the bedrooms upstairs. Like, that's all on the private side. Like, I like having that sort of sectioned off layout like that. I'm just really like, I don't know, what would you call that? Anal retentive? I don't want to offend anyone, but I think that's the, I don't know if that's old school psychological term, but I think nowadays people would say that they have OCD or whatever, but I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, so I wouldn't know. Ooh, the dreaded curtains. They never seem to like snap to where I want them to go. I kind of wanted like those half, like semicircle tables to put on those angled walls, but I couldn't find those. Half bath. Let's see if you guys know what I'm doing here. Yeah, that's supposed to be the laundry room. I remember Sims 3 had washers and dryers, and I loved the idea of decorating with them, but I hated having my Sims do laundry. It's like more of a chore than, you know, making them use the bathroom or having them shower or having them read, like, to skill up. Like, I wonder if that's why they got rid of it, because people don't want to micromanage like that, do they? Because I think in Sims 3 they would have like these wishes or thoughts. I forget what it's called because I haven't played it in a while, but it would, my Sim would want a washer and want a dryer, and I would just like make them forget about it because I didn't want to deal with their laundry. They would like leave their pile of clothes on the floor when they were showering. They would just throw it on there if you didn't have a hamper. So here I am trying to do built-ins again, but the wall is just way too huge and the windows are in the way, so I didn't like the look of it. I hope that motorcycle didn't pick up on the mic, but if it did, then sorry. Yeah, I put the dresser underneath the TV thinking, you know, that that's the only thing that I could use under there, and then later on I found out in the exact same style that there was a there it is, there was an actual table in that style for the TV. drapery problems again. Oh yeah, horrible look. What was I thinking? Oh, I was trying to match the curtains from the other wall. Too much drapery. Nope, nope. I think the house is kind of in one color scheme where it's like blues and aquas. And I didn't really plan it that way because I don't really have a decorative eye. I just put stuff out. And I know that there are people out there that are really, really good about color, and I'm actually afraid of color. In my, my daily dress, I love to wear black. Black shirt, jeans. And the same goes for when I decorate in Sims for myself. Like, I usually do wood floors, grays, browns, blacks, whites, like all what people would consider to be neutrals. Like, that's what is appealing to the eye for me. So I did add a bit of color, but they're a little bit muted. Ooh, checkered floors. When I was younger, I wanted to have a kitchen with black and white checkered floors. Like, I wanted my kitchen to be a diner. My, how things have changed. I end up getting rid of the rug in the dining room. Ooh, now we're on the second floor. Bathroom. Yeah, when it comes to the regular bathroom, I don't feel like it needs to be huge. Again, that's sort of like my reality mentality kicking in where, I don't want to clean it. I don't want to scrub a huge floor, or a huge bathroom, which makes it a lot of floor to clean, or I mean, who loves cleaning a huge house? I think the dream is always to have a big house, but when you're the one who cleans, you just don't really want too much to do. Otherwise, that's all you'll be doing, is cleaning. Yeah, I had issues about these bedrooms. Like, I knew I wanted a teen room and a shared kids room, but I didn't know which one I wanted in which space. So right now I'm working on the kids room in that room, but I end up changing it back because I found like cute decals. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I never saw those before. I never used them. I don't even know how new they are, if I just never cared to decorate kids rooms. But it didn't match. It doesn't have to match totally, because I don't know. Growing up, whose bedrooms perfectly matched? I didn't have a perfectly matched bedroom. I wanted so badly to put the dollhouse in there, but it was just insanely huge. Ooh, maybe I can make a castle out of the shelves. Nope. Didn't work. Oh, bunnies. I think they're bunnies. Yeah, so I put them in green field or green wallpaper. Changing the beds again. I was trying to see if I wanted contrast or matchy, and I went for the contrast pink. Oh, I love that bear chair too, it's so cute. Teen room with an old school stereo. I don't know any teen who has a stereo anymore. Everybody has devices. I had posters, so I figured I'd put posters. I had a bulletin board. I thought there was another bulletin board, but I couldn't find it. That one it looks like a public bulletin board where you pull like phone numbers off of the ads. And nobody would have that in their house, but I couldn't find what I was looking for. And I felt like I was under a time crunch because I have trouble decorating, and I didn't want this video to be insanely long. I mean, it is quite long though, but to be fair, the house is bigger than I'm used to decorating. I wanted to put bookshelf in there, but the cabinets were displaying like plates, and yeah, that doesn't fly in a tech center. Nobody puts dishes in the cupboard by the computer. And you can tell, like, decoration wise, that I was getting tired. Because the master bedroom is probably the worst one. Like, how do I lay out the bathroom? And if I could go back, you know, like how I said earlier, how if I could be George Lucas and go back and edit everything, I would have moved the bathroom to the front space where I put the walk-in closet instead. Because after I thought about it, I'm like, oh, if somebody were to walk in, then you can see the person using the toilet across the other side of the room. And there's no door to the bathroom. That's just not right? Gotta have your privacy. And I noticed too, like a lot of like modern day floor plans, they have their master bath or ensuite, and they put like the toilet in like a closet or like its own, hidden behind its own door. And I'm like, oh, if I had that, I would want a sink in there too, because otherwise it's like a public bathroom. I have to like wash my hands, go back and wash the handle. I'm like really germophobic. Maybe, is that germophobic? Hygiene freak, maybe. Oh, I hope I don't get backlash for saying that. I just have these weird particular ideas when it comes to floor plans. And I'm probably alone in that, because I'll tell people about it and they just laugh at me. Gotta love my family, because they get me. They know how nuts I am. and they accept that. Yeah, I wasn't too happy with that desk center, the bookshelves. I couldn't find the shape and color that I wanted. And in that sense, once again, I miss Sims 3 and how you could just put any texture on anything. Yeah, I wonder if I should go back and try and do like an old Sims 3 build. I'd have to relearn. Oh, here I am, trying to make the car the right size, which I have a feeling it might be too small. Clutter. I'm just not good at all that. That was to indicate that it was a laundry room. And then I thought I'd change out the lights. Put island lights. Yippee. Ooh. Oh, here I go. Fencing. And I thought maybe like a traditional wooden fence would be the way to go, but I did not like it. I did not like it one bit. Like, oh, what do I do? Gate. Nothing goes. So I opted for the stone. Would that be stone? Cementish type wall. And I like combining the high height with the short height. I mean, they don't match perfectly, but I like having that visual change, I guess. I ended up making a huge planter for the tree. And all my efforts to fix up the walls, I ended up like accidentally deleting the mailbox. Oh, there it went. And then it like got pushed to the other side of the property, so when I added the mailbox again, there was another mailbox on the other side. It's so bushy in there. I thought, oh, it would be kind of cool. I thought originally I was just gonna put plants in there, but I'm like, oh, maybe I can do a fountain in the corner. Like, try to shove that thing in there. Make it fit. Just like my jeans. Outlining the sidewalk. Trying to make the front, the grass with the stone driveway symmetrical. And thought, oh, it would be nice to sit by the fountain. So I put more stone there, so it's kind of more like a patio area. Well, there was a covered patio already, but It's so fun, like changing the size of all of the items. The bushes. Like some of the flowers get ridiculously huge and I'm like, oh, I guess I can't use that. Change the colors of the walls. I think for the most part, many of the walls are just white. Because, I mean, that's why I made them all white in the first place, so that if I didn't want to go back, at least they would be finished. That's what you call lazy decorating. But yeah, here it is. Oh no, I'm not done yet. I changed the facade. I just really didn't want the top and the bottom to match for some reason. Too much small horizontal striping, perhaps. I really wanted to put brick, but for some reason it just didn't look great to me. Ta-da! Pretty soon. Okay, so I wanted to test if the house works, because sometimes I'll place furnishings and, you know, because I put the cheats on, sometimes you can't access certain usable objects. So I moved in the Spencer Kim Lewis family, which was the richest unplayed family. Probably the only family that could afford this house. So here I am trying to get people to use the space, and it kind of gives you a chance to see what the house looks like without the sped up video. Some of my biggest concerns are if the shower is blocked, or if oh, I had a concern with the tech center where the computer was upstairs. I put the computer on top of a counter. I wasn't sure if that was gonna work, so I sent who I believe to be the father, Eric Lewis. He's testing the shower, so he was able to get in without anything being blocked. And I think after he's done, I'm supposed to get him to use the tech center, or the computer. Yeah, I'm trying to get something for her to do. Guess I'll just have her use the toilet. It's kind of looking around. Everything was pretty spaced out, and yeah, I wasn't sure if the computer was gonna work, but it turns out it works.
Yes.
Everybody was able to use the house. So I hope that you guys will download it. My username on the gallery is Obake Unko, as one word. So if you get a chance, look for me please, and you can follow me. I'll follow you back. I don't have any friends right now, but I look forward to doing more videos. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.